Alright, so it has been a while since I have made a sit-down video. This is not a college diary or a day in the life. I've been super crazy busy this week, so I haven't had time to film anything. But I thought I'd do a little something for this week. So today, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about how I started making money as a teenager without ever having a real job. So first, let's talk about what a real job is. Of course, people are gonna have different definitions of what a real job is. For me, I'd say like a real job is like a full-time job, like a 9-to-5 job, or a part-time job where you're like working at a fast food restaurant or like a grocery store or something like that. But for me, I never had any of those jobs. I did this thing called freelancing. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I started freelancing. So basically, I was 17, a junior in high school. I believe this was like February of 2020, and I discovered this thing called freelancing. And so freelancing is basically where like you do these gigs or like these small little jobs for people and you make money from it. And there's like a whole lot of services that you can provide through freelancing. For me, I chose to do video editing. I was looking through multiple different freelancing websites to find which one was the best. I went through freelancer.com, Upwork, and then I stumbled upon Fiverr. And so Fiverr, I absolutely loved it because it was different than any other freelancing website out there. Most freelancing websites, you have to be the one to reach out to clients, and for me, I found like doing that was like taking like such a long time, and it was a lot harder, in my personal opinion, to find people to say like, hey, I can do this for you, can you pay me money to do this? Like, in my opinion, in my experience, it was just a lot harder to do that. So when I got to Fiverr does the opposite, where instead of you reaching out to clients are the ones who are reaching out to you. And so that was like so much easier for me, saved a lot of time for me, and so that's why I just stuck with Fiverr, and I love Fiverr. So basically, February of 2020, I created a Fiverr account, and I didn't do anything with it. Basically, school got in the way. I was pretty busy junior year of high school, so I couldn't really do anything with it. So all I did was I created an account, and I didn't create any gigs or anything like that. So it was just, my account was just sort of there, just floating around. And then, of course, we all remember spring of 2020, that's when COVID hit. So with my school, we had to go to online learning. Once I finished up school, all my schoolwork, I finished up my junior year of high school. Summer of 2020 came, and of course, everybody was in quarantine because of the pandemic. And so I was like, I can't hang out with friends, can't really do anything, I'm just sitting at home. So I was like, I don't want to just be lazy and sit at home and do nothing. So that's when I remembered I have a Fiverr account. Like the beginning of June of 2020, it was like right at the start of summer, I, went onto my Fiverr account and I created a video editing gig. And basically I waited and I waited and I waited for a pretty long time. It took an entire month for me to get my first client. And when I got my first client, I was super excited, and I got to edit a video for them, and it took me about, I'd say like an hour or two to edit the video, put it all together, and I earned a whopping $4 for that. But I honestly didn't care because it was my first ever order on Fiverr, and it was the first time that I ever made money off of doing what I love. But after I got my first clients, so many clients just started rolling in. And so it was also perfect timing that because of the pandemic, I knew that a lot of businesses and companies were gonna be using the internet and YouTube as a tool to market their stuff or just create videos, I would edit like Zoom videos for people, I would edit marketing videos for people, educational videos for people, it was like just perfect for me. And that's also another reason why so many clients came to me, was because, a lot of them were jumping onto YouTube for the first time, and I had, my gigs were pretty cheap at the time. And so a lot of people came to me to edit their videos. Fiverr freelancing is pretty much a side job, but I've made quite a bit of money off of it in the past year, almost 2 years now. But yeah, that's basically how I started making money as a teenager without ever having like a real job. Now I'm gonna tell you guys the reasons why I chose freelancing instead of getting a real job. freelancing was just super convenient for me. Like as a high school student, you're pretty busy, and I was also in like clubs and organizations at that time, extracurricular activities with my school, so I was like super busy. But with freelancing, it was something that I could do anywhere, pretty much. Like all I would need with me is my laptop, you know, an internet connection, and I could pretty much do it anywhere. So I remember like after I finished up my schoolwork in school, I would edit videos, like literally in class. I would just edit videos to get out to my clients, and I would just make money from that. And so it was something for me who lives a pretty busy lifestyle, and as a student, as a young person too, like it was just something that was super convenient for me, something that I could just do on the side and it wasn't gonna get in the way of like my schoolwork and stuff like that. So that's a pretty big reason why I really like freelancing. The second reason is passion. Obviously, like filmmaking is my passion, and editing is, you know, part of the process of filmmaking. So basically like freelance video editing was something that I could do that was related to my passion, and it was pretty much like the first, like I said, it was the first time I ever made money off of doing what I love. And so I love editing videos, and I've been loving my experience with Fiverr so far. And so that's, you know, another big reason why I started freelance video editing. Now the third reason why I chose to do freelancing instead of getting a real job is because of people. So many people, you have no idea, bro, so many people told me that I would never be able to make money off of what I love, filmmaking. People told me that I could never make money off of filmmaking. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna prove you wrong. And then also, you know, at the age of 17, I was applying to like different companies and businesses to be a video editor for them. And I guess since like filmmaking and like video editing is considered like a professional job or like profession or whatever, nobody wanted to hire me because I was a child and because I was still in high school. And so I got fed up with it because I knew I had the skills to edit videos, but they just didn't want to hire me because I was too young. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go to freelancing, because at freelancing, most clients, they don't care how young you are, they don't care what educational background you have. They just care that, you know, if you got the video editing skills and you can edit the videos the way they want it to be edited, then you're gonna get the job. And so, you know, freelancing was a way that I can edit videos and, you know, make a little money on the side from it. And so, yeah, that's basically how I started freelancing, why I started freelancing, and how I started making money as a teenager. I just wanted to share that with you guys because, I mean, I don't really think anything of it, but it surprises and shocks a lot of people when they hear like that I started doing this at the age of 17. So yeah, just wanted to share that story, tell you guys what I did to start making money. And yeah, hope you guys were able to take a little something from this video. As always guys, never stop dreaming. See you guys in the next one. Peace!